Good day, viewers. I'm sorry, the correction talked about in video 104 was rather video 102 and not 103. It was one of my silly mistakes. So, viewers, bear with me again. Today we shall go to the Quran, and hopefully we shall do that alone. We're going to section 36 of still verse of still Surah Al-Baqarah. So we are still in Surah Al-Baqarah. It's a long surah. And what does it say? 36, section 36 begins with verse 261. Let's go. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت سبع سنابل أنبتت سبع سنابل في كل سنبلة مئة حبة. Sorry, I'll take that again. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة انبتت سبع سنابل في كل سنبلة مئة حبة. The parable of those who spend their wealth in the way of God is that of a grain of corn. Okay. Wallahu yudaifu liman yasha'a wallahu wasi'un aliman. So let me take that alone again in English. I think I missed something. The parable of those who spend their wealth in the way of God is that of a grain of corn. It groweth seven. I omitted that. I omitted this section. It groweth 7 years. It groweth 7 years, and each year hath 100 grains. Has 100 grains, and that is ambatat sab'a, sab'a is 7. Ambatat sab'a sanabil fi kulli sumbilatin. It groweth 7 years, and each year hath 100 grains. Mi'atin habatin. Wallahu yudaifu liman yasha'a. Wallahu wasi'un alim. God giveth manifold. Wallahu yudaifu means giveth manifold. Manifold increase, giveth manifold increase to whom he pleases. Liman yasha'a. Wallahu wasi'un alim. And God careth for all. Wasi'un careth for all, and he knoweth all things. So again, you will see it's ending with another oath, invoking the name of God. So that is why I say, when you are reading the Quran, you will have to notice that you are under oath. That is what the Quran is all about. You are under oath. You read it, you know it, you apply it as strictly as the Quran says, knowing that the name of God is mentioned at the end of the information, whichever verse it is, or whichever group of verses it is. So let's go to 262. Allazina yunfikuna amwalihum fi sabilillahi thumma la yudbi thumma la yudbiuna thumma la yudbiuna ma anfiku ثم لا ينفقون ما ينفق منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. So, I think this section is all about doing charity and keeping charity secret to yourself as well as much as possible. Don't do good and then go about announcing, I did this to that, I did this to that. This fellow was in hardship. If it were not me, he could have even died. If it were not me, he would have been very much disgraced. No, it's wrong. You are cancelling your good work with your mouth. Pardon me to say that. With your utterances. It's not good. You do good to somebody, keep quiet. And that is what this verse is this section is all about. Anybody who does good must keep it to himself. If you have to divulge it to others, it must be extremely necessary. I think it's there somewhere. We will get to there. We will get there, sorry. It's there somewhere. If you have to divulge it for some particular reason, it's not bad, but do not do good and without any reason broadcasting it to people. That particular reason may concern your health or your integrity, something like that, but do not unnecessarily tell people about the help you give others. In other words, you've done nothing. It's like building a skyscraper and pulling it down. Wala yahzunun amana wala aza lahum ajruhum inda rabbihim wala khawfa alayhim wala hum yahzanun. Their gift, that's those who do good without reminders. I don't know if we've done that. Let me go back and see. Their wealth is those who spend their wealth in the cause of God and follow not up their gifts with reminders of reminders of their generosity or with injury. Injury means harming somebody's heart, harming somebody's personality. When you do that, you have harmed their personality. You help somebody, and then you go about telling people. The fellow will regret for taking it, except that he has already used it. In fact, if it were me, if I haven't used it, I'll bring your gift to you. Take your gift. Like I say, Mugabe will say, have your Britain, I have my Zimbabwe. If I'm not the man, the victim, I'll say, take your gift and let me have my suffering. After all, I won't die. That's if I haven't used the gift at all. So that's what injury means. For them, their reward is with their Lord. Ajruhum inda rabbihim. Ajruhum inda rabbihim. For them, their reward is with their Lord. Wala khawfa alayhim wala hum yahzunun. That's those who don't inform people about the gifts they dash to people. And that's what is talked about here. Their reward, those people's reward, is with their Lord. On them shall be no grief. La khawfa alayhim wala hum yahzunun. On them shall be no fear. Sorry, on them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. Yes, no. Let's go to 263. What does it say? Kaulu ma'rufun. Kaulu ma'rufun wa magfiratin. Kaulun ma'rufun wa magfiratin khairun min sadaqatin yamba'uha aza wallahu ganiyun halim. So, what does that say in English? Kind words, kind words, kaulun ma'rufun. That is interpreted here as kind words. Kaulun ma'rufun wa maghfiratin. So, kind words and covering of faults are better than charity followed by injury. I've explained what injury is. So, kaulun ma'rufun wa maghfiratin khairun is better than, means sadakan is better than charity followed by injury. Yam ba'uha aza, injury. Wallahu ganiyun alim. It's also invoking the name of God here. And that God is free of all wants. And he is most forbearing. So when you are doing the charity, you are not doing it to yourself or to anybody. You are doing it to God, to satisfy God. But God is saying that he is free of wants. He doesn't want any, he's free of want. He's self-sufficient. In other words, he's free of he's free of want, and he is most forbearing. Another invocation of the name of God here. Another oath. So I shall repeat again and again that the Quran is a book of oaths. Like every scripture of God, if only we were to know. When you read the scriptures and you've digested it well, you must follow them to the letter. So, okay, let's go to the next verse, 264. Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu la tabtilu sadakatikum bilmanna wala aza kallazina yunfikuna ma lahu ri'a annasi wala yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhiratin. What does it say? O ye who believe, cancel not, la tubtilu sadakakum. Cancel not your charity, sadakakum, your charity, by reminders of your generosity. La tabtilu sadakakum bilmanna, and with reminders bilmanna wal aza, bilmanna wal aza, with reminders and injury. Al aza, I've said it before. Al aza, like those who spend their wealth to be seen of men. Like those who spend their wealth to be seen of men. Let me see if I can get there. Kallazina yunfiku ma lahu. Sorry. Kallazi yunfiku ma lahu. Like those who spend their wealth, ma lahu, their wealth, to be seen. Kallazina yunfiku ma lahum ri'a an-nas. Ri'a an-nas. Ri'a an-nas means to be seen by men. Ri'a an-nas, to be seen by men. But an-nas. وَلَا يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرَةِ. So they spend their wealth to be seen by men, but believe neither in God nor in the last day. وَلَا يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرَةِ. So they spend their wealth to be seen by men, not believing in God and the last day. So it's a serious thing. You do something in secret and you think God is not listening. No, He is. Eh? Hmm? Sorry. Asma'u wa ara. God says, Asma'u wa ara. He hears and He sees in darkness, in daylight or in brightness. He hears and He sees. So don't do that. You are injuring somebody's prestige by telling people what you've done for him. But most of all, you are annoying God, the Almighty, who sees you, who hears you. So let's go. Now he's comparing it to something. Let's see what it is. فمثله كمثل صفوان ومثله كمثل صفوان عليه تراب فأصابه وابل فتركه سلدان فتركه سلدان. I'm sorry. So he's comparing it to, there is a comparison here to what we've just read. To be seen of men, but believe neither in the day or last day. They are imparable, like a hard rock. Like a hard rock. Barren rock. Oh, like a hard, barren rock on which is little soil. On which is little soil. Like a hard rock. Kamatlan safwanin alayhi turabun. Like a hard rock, on it a little sand, on which a little soil. Turabun. Let me see. I'm sorry, viewers. I keep on missing my lines. Fatarakahu Sultan, living on it a little soil. La yuktiruna ala shay'in mimma kasabu. La yuktiruna ala shay'in mimma kasabu. So, on which is a little of sand. On it falls rain. On it falls rain. I don't know, let's say, fasabahu wabilun, on it falls rain. Fatarakahu, and leaves it just a bare stone. So it's like you've done some work and you have told people about it. So God here is likening it to a hard rock on which there is little soil, only to be washed away when there is rain. So your good soil is supposed to produce what? Farm food. But when the rain comes, rather, instead of it producing food, it washes it away. So you are washing your good deeds by telling people. Let's see. لا يقدر عليه شيئا مما كسبت. They will not be able to do. They will be able to do nothing with what they have earned. Yes, and God guideth not those who reject faith. Another oath here. Uh, it's here. Wallahu la yahdi kaumal kafirin. Those who reject faith, they are called kafirin. So, God guideth not those who reject faith. In fact, if we are well guided, even without this verse, you wouldn't do good to somebody and go out telling people about it. That's what this verse means. So if you are well guided by God, you won't do good and go about telling people about it, because God guideth not those who reject faith. Let's go to 265. Another similitude here. وَمَثَلًا الَّذِي يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالُهُمْ ابْتِغَاءَ مرضاء الله وتثبيتا من أنفسكم كمثل جنة بربوات أصابها وابل. Let's stop there and see. Let's see the similitude. And the likeness, that's 265, and the likeness of those who spend their wealth seeking to please God and to strengthen their souls is as a garden it's a garden high and fertile. So, Kamatlan Jannati garden, Birabwatin Asabaha Wabilun. It's like a garden. It's as a garden high and fertile. Heavy rain falls on it, but makes yield. Heavy rain falls on it, but makes yield. So these are two comparisons. Like we've said it already, everything is in pairs. In one instance, it's like small soil on rock, which is only washed away by rain. On the other hand, it is a garden, not just rock. The whole garden with rain falling on it and producing something beneficial. Heavy rain falls on it, but makes it yield a double increase. Let me try to find out. Asabahu wabilun fa'atat akulaha da feine. That's doubling it. Da feine. Fa inlam yusiha wabilun fatala. Sorry, fa inlam yusiha wabilun fatalun. A double of harvest. And if it receives not heavy rain, light moisture is sufficient for it. So in other words, in the garden, if the garden doesn't even receive rain, the moisture alone is sufficient for it to yield something for the gardener to harvest. And it goes to add. Okay, let me see. For inland, you sip her wabilun fatalum. So a little moisture is okay for it. Wallahu bima ta'lamuna basirun. Okay, and here again is another oath. God sees whatever ye do. Bima labsuduna. Yes, basirun. Sorry, basirun. Let's go to 266. Yes, 266. Hopefully that's the last verse. Awadu ahadukum an takuna lahu Jannatun, Jannatun, min nakhili wal a'nabin tajri min tahtaha al anhar له له فيها من كل تمرات له فيها من كل تمرات وأصابه الكبر وأصابه الكبر له ذرية ضعفاء فأصابها أعصار فيه نار فأتركت. Sorry for bad reading. Let's go to it again. Does any of you wish that you should have a garden with date palms and vines? Aranab on a hill with date palms and vines, and streams flowing under it, tajri min tahtaha al-anhari, and all kinds of fruits. While he is stricken with old age, and his children are not strong enough to look after themselves, that it should be caught in a whirlwind with fire therein, and be burnt up. Thus doeth God. Thus doeth God make clear to you his signs, God's signs, that you may consider. So God is again mentioned here. Kazalika, thus doeth God. Kazalika yubayanu Allahu lakum al-ayati la'allakum tattafakkarun. Thus doeth God make clear to you his signs, that you may consider. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّفَكَّرُونَ. So you see, this verse is made up of similitudes, here and there, pairing. So I think viewers will end here. We shall, like I said, we shall not do the tabloids until next time. So the next video, we shall, inshallah, God willing, do the tablet. And I have to apologize for bad reading. Thank you very much. Ila likai.